Here's how I post a YouTube video. I basically just go through this checklist to make sure I don't forget to do anything. And the first thing I always do is rewatch the video. And this is just to make sure there weren't any issues with the upload. I've never had any issues with the upload, but I always rewatch it anyway. So now I'll just rewatch it. So I'll just go to YouTube Studio and go to this view icon here. This is the one I just posted. So now I'll just rewatch this whole thing. Alright, so I just finished watching it through, so now I can check that off the list. So that's the first thing. And the next thing I do is make a comment. And usually my comment is always just a link to the playlist that the video's in, so I'll go do that. And this video was about how to sell digital products. So I'm going to add my digital product playlist. So I'll go to my playlist here. And this how to make a digital product series is what I'm going to link. So I'll go to options, get shareable link, and then go here and say full how to make a digital product series linked here. And then Command V, paste it, and comment. So that's the second step, so now I can check that off. I made the comment. And the next thing I do is check the video order in the playlist. So I'm going to need to go check that. And it's in this playlist, this digital products one. So I go to videos, edit in YouTube, and I just check to make sure that it's in the right spot. So the one I just posted was this how to sell digital products on Etsy, and my playlists are always in a very specific order. I want to make sure that when someone clicks on it, then automatically the video that makes the most sense comes next in the playlist. So that's why I make sure everything's in the right order. And for this series, for example, it's important to know how to make digital products first before you set up your Etsy storefront. That's why I have those videos first in the playlist. And then kind of next in that order is the next thing you need to know how to do is make the listing photos. That's why that's next. And then after that is when you would make the PDF, and that's after that. And then the last thing would be to set up the Etsy storefront. So it's last in the playlist. So I always check every time I post a video to make sure that the playlists are updated and all in the right order. Alright, so that's done. And now I can check that off. And the next thing is to make a community post. So that's basically just making a post on YouTube. So I'll go up here to create and create post. And I usually just type the title of it. So how to sell digital products on Etsy. And then I link the video in. It's always that first one. And insert. And then post. And now that's posted. So people will be able to see that as well. And I'll go back here. Check that off. And the next thing I do is add the video to a blog post. So I go to my blog and I go to the post that I would want it to go to. So I have a how to make a digital product blog post, so that's the post that I would put it in, and I would go to edit here and I would just add it in the right spot. So I would want to put that here under make the PDF. So I go back here and go here, options, get shareable link. Wow, I already have a like. Thank you to whoever liked that. And then Command V, and that pastes it. So now that's added to that blog post. So I'll save it. And let's see what's next on the list. So the next thing to do is add it to my link tree. So I'm going to go to my link tree, and I always put it at the top here, the first one. So I'll rename that and call it To Sell Digital Products. Let's see. And then I need to change the link here. So I just highlight it and do Command V, which pastes the link. And now that's updated on my link tree. So that's done. Next is to post the short video to Instagram. So I always make a shorter version of the video to post to platforms like Instagram and TikTok. And that's how I let everyone know that I have a new video. So I'll go and post that now. And I'll record my screen on my phone so you can see what I'm doing. So to post it to Instagram, I just go to Instagram and go to this plus on the top right, and then Reel. And then I find the one that goes with the video, and that's this one on the bottom. I just select that one and then next. And now I'll rewatch this to make sure it looks good. And I always turn the volume down a little bit. I feel like it's always so loud. I usually like to keep these like between a minute and a minute 30 seconds. And I have a whole video that walks through how I make these. And my goal with these short videos is really just to show people what the video is in the shortest amount of time. Alright, so that looked fine, so I'll go to next. And I'll add a caption. I usually just do the title of the video. So, how to sell digital products. On Etsy. And then I tell people if they want to watch the full video, they can go to the link in my bio. So link in bio for the full video. And then I just hit return and do like 2 hashtags. I'll do digital products. My hope is that by doing these hashtags, it gets to people that are interested in doing this. So I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's working, but I do it anyway. And another thing that would be related is like, I don't know, content creator. Do hashtags even work? I don't know. And then okay. And I could tag people if I wanted. I don't need to add a location or anything. I don't need to add any audio. And the only thing that I sometimes do, or you could also do, is edit the cover. So I always just do the first frame of it, because that usually has the image of what the video is about. Like, there's the PDF in that frame, so that's what the video is about, is how to make that PDF. So I leave that. And then you can also go to profile grid and like adjust that, but I just keep that in the middle. And then done. And then share. So now that's posted, and the next thing to do is add the link to my story. So I just click on my profile icon and choose the image, and it's this one. I just move that down a little bit, make it fit in the screen, and then I can add the link by going to this sticker here and link, and I'll make sure I get the right link again and paste. And then I always just say something like, watch here. Done. Click on your story. And now that's posted. So now I can check that off the list. So I posted the short video to Instagram and added the link to my story, so I can check that off. And now I'll post that short video to TikTok so my followers there can see that I have a new video. So I'll do that. So I'll do the same thing. I just go to TikTok, and then that plus on the bottom, and then that photo on the right, and choose the video, which is this one, and next. And then I also like to make that not so loud, so I just go to like there or so, and make sure there isn't any sound on that or music on it. And then I'll rewatch the whole thing again just to make sure it looks good on that, and then go to next. And I'll add a description, the same thing, how to, what was it? How to sell digital products on Etsy. And I'll just do like full video on YouTube so people know where to watch it. And I'll add hashtag here too. I'll do digital products and content creator. I don't need a location, and I can check the cover here, and that first frame is fine. I'll just use that. It kind of tells what the video is about with the PDF on it, so I'll hit save. Sometimes I add words, but I don't think that needs any. And then I just hit post. And that's it. And now I can check that off the list. And that was the last thing. So now I'm done. And that's what I do every time I post a new YouTube video. So every Wednesday at 10 a.m., that's what I'm doing. And I'd say doing all of that took me about 45 minutes. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And for all of the other videos in this series, check out the playlist linked in the description below. And I'll see you next week.